So this is about NCLT. देखो NCLT पे तिरंगा लहरा रहा है. Host national flag at your home. Good. हाँ. 26th January is coming. 26th January is coming. Yeah. Corona is also coming. Again. चलिए अब हम चलते बच्चों about the tribunal. So as far as the tribunal is concerned, guys, again, thank you for reminding. ये करते रहना, दो चीजें, रिकॉर्डिंग और माइक. कल ऐसा ही हुआ था. आई स्टार्टेड रिकॉर्डिंग बट आई कुडंट रिकॉर्ड द माइक. थैंक गॉड इट वाज जस्ट फॉर द 15 minutes. बट स्टिल आई विल अपलोड. यू सी आपको कैसे उसमें करना है. चलो अब हम ट्रिब्यूनल की बात करें. गाइस ट्रिब्यूनल जस्ट गिव द 1 star बिकॉज सो फार इन एग्जाम ये क्वेश्चन नहीं आई है. But I cannot take a chance. If it comes, then what to write? So, as far as the tribunal's power is concerned, over here, again it is categorized into the two parts. आप देख रहे हो बच्चा? What we are learning, look at this entire base diagram. So, in order to conduct the valid meeting, these three conditions need to be satisfied. What are the conditions to satisfy the first conditions? So, these two. Which are the authority according to the first one? So, we are learning this, and now we are coming to the ट्रिब्यूनल पार्ट. जूम आउट करो थोड़ा. दिखेगा तेरे को वहां से? ठीक है. थैंक यू धनुष. ओपन इट अप. आई होप इट विल नॉट क्रिएट एनी रिफ्लेक्शन ऑन द स्क्रीन. तो सम ऑक्सीजन. ठीक है. ऑलराइट. So now tribunal again has the two parts to learn. First of all, section 97 and other one is the section 98. Right? This is talking about section 97 and this is about, I would say, section 98. These two parts we have as far as tribunal's power is concerned here. Now 97 and 98, what's the difference? So guys, write down. 97 defines the power of tribunal to call what? To pass the order regarding AGM. Whereas the 98 is for what? EGM. I think if you are the company secretarial student, this question could be more relevant for your exam, but in CA, I'm not expecting much. Look, there are few constraints or some differences between 97 and 98. 97 क्या कहता है? ठीक है. 97 talks that 97 can be used only by members. Only by whom? Members. And 98 can be used by anyone, including directors, investors, creditors, debenture holders, shareholders, everyone. Everyone. So what do you mean by here by members and the anyone? It means that tribunal can pass the order under section 97 to force the company to call the general meeting. Sorry, not a general meeting. To call the annual general meeting only if the complaint is filed by any one member or members. But code, or rather I would say NCLT, passed the order to call the extraordinary general meeting. Doesn't matter who is complaining. Even if, as being the Christ university students, you yourself are going to NCLT and says, my lord, I have the information this company has not called up the general meeting. Or let's say they have something very important to discuss, but they are not calling what? General meeting. So please pressurize them to call what? General meeting. So by considering that complaint and the evidences, if the tribunal is satisfied that yes, in this situation, passing the order to call the general meeting is the best judgment, it may pass the order. And guys, all of you know, nobody can dare to go against the order of the court. And if you do that, it is known as the contempt of court. And guys, contempt of court will make the person who is in default to go for the imprisonment of the maximum 3 years. तो ध्यान रखो बच्चा, contempt of court नहीं कर सकते. So look, you have right to challenge to further court. That right you have. But you say, अरे ऐसे order तो आते जाते, why should I follow? That attitude you cannot show. And if you will, you know what may happen. You know what may happen. So, am I clear to all of you? Now, as far as look, if these 2 points are concerned, एक interesting part बताता हूँ इन दोनों का. As far as you know, these 2 parts are concerned here. 98 and 97. The interesting part is law says that what about the powers? So let me tell you, tribunal under both the section 97 or 98 may pass any order. Any order. It may deem fit. Now let me tell you, Bachcha, this is very horrific word. Any order. So can I say, just by putting this word in both these sections, law or the parliament of this country has given unlimited powers to the tribunal. So they can pass any kind of order. What does it mean? Basically, there is a concept in the general meeting named proxy. Okay, and when proxy sits in the meeting, he is not a part of contract. Sorry, not a part of quorum. If he is a non-member, if he is what? Non-member. Proxy समझ में आ रहा है क्या होता है? नहीं वो नहीं जो आप समझ रहे हो. Proxy means a concept when you can't attend the general meeting. The law has allowed you under section 105 that you can appoint anyone who will go to the meeting on your behalf. So that is known as proxy. ऐसा नहीं है अच्छा हाँ सर साइन कर दिया वो वाली proxy नहीं. यहाँ पे proxy का क्या मतलब हुआ? Law allows you to appoint anybody else who can go to the company and will attend the general meeting on your behalf for your shareholding. And one of the fundamental conditions is like proxy not need to be member. He may be member, he may not be member. Are you yes or no? So let me tell you, if he is not a member, can he be considered as being the part of quorum? Quorum पता है आप लोगों को क्या होता है? Minimum number of members needed to start the meeting. उसे हम quorum कहते हैं. Proxy is not part of quorum. Shh. Tribunal can pass the order that proxy will be considered as quorum. Because company cannot argue, sir, we are trying to call the people, but people are not coming, and therefore we are not in the position to call the general meeting. This argument, में tribunal क्या बोलेगा? अच्छा, members are not coming. Don't worry, proxies are coming. Yes, sir, proxies are coming. Allow them as members. So far as the meetings conduct is concerned, do that. And you cannot challenge. But sir, how can you do? Because section 103 clearly says only member is allowed. Not only member. There are 2 conditions. Member who has right to vote in that meeting is allowed to be the part of quorum. How can you allow proxy who is not a member as being the quorum? So it is unlawful. देखो बेटा क्या लिखा है ट्रिब्यूनल में पास आप कहेंगे बट सर इट इज अगेंस्ट द 103 नहीं बेटा it is not unlawful. Why? Such powers to overrule the provisions, powers to overrule the provisions given to the tribunal, it is mentioned in the law itself. तो लॉ ने ही ये पावर दिया है तो कैसे बोलोगे कि अनलॉफुल है? Am I clear? So if I ask you the question that can tribunal pass any judgment which overrule the provisions of the Companies Act? Answer to that question is yes, it is allowed to maintain the sanctity or in the company, to maintain the discipline in the company. And nobody can challenge like this, that so and so provision says like this. How can tribunal overrule that? They have the power. They have the power. Am I clear? So, but that was all about, I would say, section 97 and 98. Difference is clear. If I ask you today that Out of these two sections, which sections deals with complaint only by members? Complaint only by members. And anyone else is not allowed to? So 97. 97 deals with what kinds of general meetings? AGM. Am I clear? Am I clear? So that was the entire thing about authority. So for whatever I wanted to discuss. Okay? Now we are moving towards the another concept, and that is about the valid invitation. Yes, Pars. वो सेक्शन 103 आएगा और 105 आएगा तब पढ़ाऊंगा. अभी मैंने सिर्फ रेफरेंस दिया है, समझो कि 103 में ऐसे प्रोविजन है. अब अगर हम एक रिदम में जाएंगे तो ज्यादा सही रहेगा, मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. 103 105 if you want me to touch right now, again I need some time, तो इससे अच्छा हम रिदम में जाए. आंसर मिलेगी, ये सब मेरे पार्ट का डिस्कशन का पार्ट है, लेकिन थोड़ा हौले हौले जाता है. ठीक. ऑल राइट. आफ्टर प्रॉपर अथॉरिटी लेट्स गो टू द प्रॉपर इन्विटेशन. ठीक है. तब तक बेटा एक बार पूरा इसको मेरे पास ये आई हैव दिस व्हाट आई कैन से entire chart. I want everyone that just go by this chart once, flow chart. In fact, my request is you please make it in your notebook. Yeah. Is it visible? I know the fonts are very tiny. Is it visible? It is visible. Just go through the entire thing and then I'll touch this valid invitation part. ठीक है, आगे बढ़े अभी। सर्क्यूलेट। हाँ तो एक बार कर तो हो गया ना, तो हाँ तो हो जाएगा, नेट आएगा तब, हम क्यों वेट करें? यू जस्ट सेंड इट व्हेनेवर द नेट विल गेट कनेक्टेड, वो हो जाएगा। चलिए, now the next point is about valid invitation. So when I speak about the valid invitation, what I meant to say, let me put it here. So valid invitation means I am discussing about the notice part now. So over here, these many points we have to learn. Please write down. These many points we have to go for. Okay. The first one is content of the notice. Contents of the notice. Once the contents gets over, the second point what we are going to learn, that one is about the length of notice. Once the length of the notice gets over, we have who is entitled to receive notice of general meeting. Next one is about, I would say, modes to send a notice of general meeting. Are you getting this point? Modes like post is allowed, courier is allowed or not, likewise. Correct? Likewise. So these are the four important parts we are going to understand. What are the contents, length of the notice, who is entitled to receive the notice, and what are the modes to send the notice. So basically we have to go for these two sections, two provisions. First is the section 101 and second is the rules regarding section 101. Okay? So without wasting much time, let's talk about, I would say, the contents. What are the contents? So understand that while issuing the notice of the general meeting, it must contain day of the general meeting, time of the general meeting, place of the general meeting, place of the general meeting, agenda of the general meeting, proxy form, and other attachments. Other attachments. So look, till this, I would say the part of the notice, right? Till this, it is, I would say, forming part of the notice. But agenda, proxy form, and the other attachments are something what is attached. It's called accompanied with the general meetings notice. In the other attachments, what will come? Please write over here: audit report, board report. This will also be given along with this. But okay, we have talked a lot. Let's see the real practical, how the companies are issuing the real things. Do you want to see? Name me any good company whose notice, board report and audit report you want to see? TCS का देखना चाहोगे for the 22-23? All right. So simply come here, just click on this and TCS Limited GM notice and audit report, or rather I would say annual report. Everything is nothing but okay. This is 21-22. Okay, this one is like we have two, right? हमारे पास दोनों हैं. This is Tata Consultancy Services Limited, and this one is like, look at, I would say, कितना innovative page है आप देखो, ठीक है? These are the contents. I do not want to go for the 21-22. Almost around 346 pages are there along with the annual reports. But मुझे उसमें नहीं जाना बच्चा. Content wise, if you come, look, there is a lot of things given here. इसमें से notice ढूंढो. Notice कहाँ? Yeah, statutory section. What do you mean by statutory section? Compulsorily, lawfully, you do not have any option. देखो बेटा, notice, director's report. All right, management discussion and the analysis, that is according to the SEBI guidelines. So corporate social responsibility, section 135, accounts of the company, mandatory है. All right, business responsibility and the sustainability report, section 134. Again, it is the part of our discussion. And look at this is financial statements. Financial statement is nothing but the audit report. So ultimately, we have these three informations: notice, audit report, that's nothing but the financial statements, board report. If I click on the consolidated balance sheet, look at it, I'm here. Why I should consider this as the part of the audit report? Because if you come down, guys, यहाँ पे किसी के signature, and this is the sign of चार्टर अकाउंटेंट. और आप जानते हैं बेटा ये यहाँ पे क्यों होगा? जस्ट बिकॉज दिस इज द ऑडिट रिपोर्ट यार. दिस इज द ऑडिट रिपोर्ट. अरे यस और नो? ऑल राइट, आई वांट टू गो टू द नोटिस. अभी हम नोटिस की बात करेंगे. ऑल राइट, so let's check it out whether the contents what we are discussing are included in this notice or not. So guys, this is the notice of the general meeting. Look at it. Notice is hereby given that the 28th annual general meeting of the TCS Limited will be held on Thursday. Day is included. June 29-23, day is included. At 3:30 p.m. time is included. Through video conferencing. Okay. Video conferencing. So no any venue. But actually video conference itself is the place. And let me tell you, earlier it was not allowed, but after the COVID-19, you see, even if there was COVID-19, but you cannot stop your business operations, and therefore government of India has allowed for the few couple of years that you can call the general meeting through video conference. No issue. You can allow it. You can allow it. You can allow it. So that is nothing but what I would say. Those three. Now, ordinary business and special business. इसको याद रखना बच्चा. Section 102 की काफी बढ़िया क्वेश्चन आएगी. टाइप्स ऑफ बिजनेसेस. आई थिंक ऑल दोस हु परस्यूइंग फोर्थ सेमेस्टर उनको पता होगा, थर्ड में ये क्वेश्चन आए थे. ऑर्डिनरी बिजनेस, स्पेशल बिजनेस. धनुष पता है तेरे को? पक्का? ठीक है. So this is nothing but the agenda. Now proxy form, let me check it whether the proxy form is here or not. Yeah. What is written here? Pursuant to the provisions of the Act, a member entitled to attend and vote at the AGM is entitled to appoint a proxy on or her behalf, need not to be a member. This is very interesting. They have to mention the proxy what you are appointing not need to be a member. देखो मुझे और कहीं पे नहीं जाना, आप सीधा यहाँ पे आ जाओ. Can you find the word proxy form here somewhere? Second last. Yeah, look at this. So what I'm trying to say, proxy form is the part of what? The notice. चलो बात समझ में आ गई? Okay. So this is what I would say some content part, but Let's understand the examination point of view. Day. Let's discuss something about the day. What kind of questions we are expecting on the day? एक काम करते हैं इसको हम थोड़ा चेंज कर देते हैं समझदारी वाइज. ठीक है. थोड़ा ऐसे रखते हैं तो समझने में मजा आएगा. एक काम करते हो प्रॉक्सी फॉर्म आई जस्ट वुड लाइक टू पुट इट ओवर हियर अंडर द अदर अटैचमेंट्स. अरे बोलो भाई. ठीक है. Because chart form we always like as far as study is concerned. थोड़ा इसको डेकोरेट कर लेते हैं आराम से. चलेगा ना. ठीक है. So now this is about the content. Now as far as the exam is concerned, what they can ask. चलो डे कितना सिंपल है. हाँ. Can company conduct its annual general meeting on Sunday? अगर ये क्वेश्चन आया तो क्या लिखोगे? So that's what we are here. What is the provision? What is the provision? Right? Okay. Sunday पे क्या मीटिंग हो सकती है? Not a general meeting, annual general meeting, or any kind of general meeting also. On Sundays, and therefore there is no problem. That's what would be your answer in the question. Okay, I appreciate your logic is correct, but the thing is, I want something from the lawful provision and not the any random opinions. तो बात समझिए बच्चा. According to the law has provided that general meeting can be conducted on any day. क्या लिखा है? On any day except national holiday. Except what? National holiday. Now let me tell you, Bachcha, earlier while there was the Companies Act 1956, the word was not except national holiday, it was except public holiday. So let me tell you, there is a difference between public holiday and the national holiday. Because when I say, if strike is going on or that, तो आप उसको adjourn कर दो, postpone कर दो, but meeting का date आप change नहीं कर सकते. So it is like original date would be the strike date, but because of the unavoidable circumstances, adjourned is the new date. Are you getting me? So while you are filling your annual return to the company, there is one column. What is the date of annual general meeting? You have to provide that date, even if it was striked. So what is the difference between the public holiday and national holiday? Look, all the national holidays are public holiday, like 26th January, 15th August, Gandhi Jayanti, or anything what is declared by the central government of this country. Let me tell you guys, state holidays may not be national holiday. National means which is applicable across the nation. So please, while doing this, don't try to consider state holidays as the national holiday. State has the different policies. Yes or no? Karnataka Jayanti. I think there is some. ऐसा होता है ना? Kannada Utsav. हाँ. It is. I think at that day, all the schools, colleges, and the government offices are closed, but only limited to Karnataka. So, guys, that day is not national holiday. I want to clarify. So, ultimately, if I ask you this question, that who has the authority to declare any day as national holiday or not, state government or central government? What's supposed to be answer? Central government. So, when I say public holidays, it means all the national holidays plus all the Sundays. Public holiday. But when I speak about national holiday, It may include Sunday, it may not. If any national holiday falls in Sunday, then Sunday becomes national holiday. Otherwise, it is not. And therefore, any Sunday which doesn't fall on national holiday are allowed to be selected as being the day of any general meeting in the company. So earlier it was not allowed, but now it is allowed. Now it is allowed. Am I clear to all of you? Okay, fine. Now, what is the time? Guys, time, just one small comment I do have. It must have to be conducted in that business hours. Generally start from the 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. However, to avoid some practical difficulty, you can just train, I would say extend it if the members do not have any problem. If the members do not have any problem, you can extend it if you want. So till this, everything is fine. Daytime is not a big deal. Now let me tell you which are the biggest question what they can ask in exam is from the place. Place समझना थोड़ा difficult हो सकता है. So what I want is, let's come to here the place. But before I go to the place, let me ask you a question. Okay? Question goes like this. In Bangalore, this company is very famous. You all know. Name of the company is. Okay. So the question goes like this: that Infosys Limited, it is a company which is situated at Electronic City, Bengaluru. For upcoming, listen to my words now. Upcoming AGM, company has decided to call AGM at Mysore. I don't know, spelling is fine. Okay, oh, then earlier I was right ना. मैंने पहले यू डाला था लेकिन मैसूर, right? Some, I would say 80% members could attend the general meeting. Is it valid? That's only the information given. Tell me. Is it valid according to the companies at 2013? So maybe you're thinking, Are bhai, Karnataka based company. Where the company is located. Company is located in electronic cities, all the five, I would say. अच्छा सिर्फ बैंगलोर में. अगर मैं ये कहूँ कि कंपनी तो कर्नाटका में लोकेटेड है तो क्यों कर्नाटका नहीं ले रहे हो आप? मैसूर भी कर्नाटक में. अच्छा मान लो इफ इट इज इन वन स्मॉल विलेज जो बहुत छोटा एरिया है. So can company call annual general meeting in neighbor village which is hardly 5 kilometers away? अब अगर आप छोटे बड़े की डिबेट कर रहे हैं ना तो विलेज इज वेरी स्मॉल. Small means hardly not even sometimes 3 kilometers. So I don't find good place in my village. So what I have done, another place, another village which is just 5 kilometers away from my village, I want to conduct my AGM over there. Can I do that? Perhaps the answer could be bit easy, but उतना आसान नहीं है बच्चा. Let me tell you, place में से question आएगी तो काफी challenging रहेगी. So guys, let's try to understand the place now. So sometimes what happens is like हमको लगता है कि अच्छा date and place. अरे sir, what kinds of questions? अगर एग्जाम बच्चों को रुलाना चाहे ना भाई तो ऐसे फाड़ू क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे. कैसे आंसर दोगे फिर? कौन सी जगह पे होगा ये? ठीक है, शुरू करें इसका डिस्कशन. सो बेसिकली व्हेन वी रीड section 96, section 96 talks about the place of annual general meeting and the other rules associated linked with section 101. It provides how the place should be determined. So basically we have the two types of meetings, you know that. The first meeting, I would say the first thing were, wait, alright. So place हम यहाँ पे दो parts में divide करेंगे. The first one, what if it is the AGM, right? Then what should be the answer? And second क्या होगा? What if it is EGM? Got it? So let's solve the 2 points together. Place for the AGM and place for EGM. Got it? If it is AGM, what is the answer? And if it is EGM, then what's the answer? Guys, let me tell you, if it is annual general meeting, again guys, it is categorized into the two parts. Anyone has any idea? Place of the AGM is further categorized into the two parts. Okay? The first one is, what if you are a listed company? And what if you are unlisted company? Don't get annoyed कि ये क्या हो रहा है, कुछ नहीं बेटा, ऐसे ही है लॉ, क्या करें हम. ठीक है. Okay. So okay, fine. So you try to understand, guys. In exam, the place I would say can be a little bit challenging task. The reason is, out of all these points they can ask anything. मतलब आप समझो, if you are listed company, what is the place? अगर आप unlisted है तो क्या होगा? So tell me, in this example, I have taken the Infosys Limited. I think everyone who's sitting in this class knows that this company is listed. तो बेटा आपको इसकी ये वाले आंसर लिखने हैं, ये वाले आप नहीं लिख सकते. Do you get me what I am saying? ठीक है. So if it is a listed company and it is the AGM, if it is AGM, then law says that, write down guys, the place of, okay fine, let me just change the color. ये रखेंगे. Place of AGM shall be, first point, registered office. क्या रहेगा? But we know that sometimes it's not practical to accommodate thousands of the people in one tiny office. No matter how big your building is, and if you're accommodating all of them to one building, I know, just today only I went to Electronic City. वहाँ पे एक ISBR करके कॉलेज है, अगर आपको पता हो तो, फॉर द MBA. So I'm teaching there also. तो उधर गया, so just उसके पीछे इन्फोसिस का बिल्डिंग है, अच्छा है, बढ़िया है. But if you're accommodating 10,000 members there, तो एम्प्लॉय कहाँ जाएंगे? And that's why law had to give the another option. So here there's a word or. क्या लिखा है? Or it shall be any place. What the word they have used? Any place within the boundary of, within the boundary of, within the boundary of any village, or not a, sorry, not any village, it's a village, or town. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं. Why only outskirt and not within? It is written within boundaries. So it isn't necessary that it should be only on the outskirts. No, it can be any place within that. Na? Within the boundary likha hai. Or city. I think you can understand the difference. Village, very small. Town, something between the city and village. And city, look at the Bangalore. Right? Where the registered office of the company is situated. So guys, that is the answer here. I hope I'm clear to all of you. Bolo bhai. So guys, if you are in village, you do not have right to go beyond the village. So guys, you can't go to neighbor village even. You have to maintain the boundary. If it is town, you are not allowed to go beyond the boundaries of the town. And if your registered office is in city, Infosys Limited is situated in Bangalore. So you can choose any place within the boundaries of Bangalore. Going outside is not allowed. And every time they are choosing Christ University campus as what? The place to conduct it. Am I clear? And therefore, no matter this question seems very easy and very, I would say, easy to solve. Answer to this question is even if 80% of the people have attended the general meeting, this meeting is not valid because the place is not valid. So Mysore, you can't. You can choose anything. What if I say I want to, like Infosys wants to conduct it in one of the grounds of MG Road then? MG Road. Is it allowed or not allowed? Are bhai, it is allowed or not allowed? It is allowed. It is allowed. It is allowed. Am I clear? All right, Richa. Now, as far as the unlisted company is concerned, the same answer. I don't want to go other way around. Same answer. Same to same answer. But there is amendment taken place, and that is that if you have taken the consent of all the members, what is the written? If you have taken the consent of, if you have taken the consent of, okay, if all the members give the consent, if all the members give consent, either in writing or by electronic mode. Electronic mode means WhatsApp or email is the best thing, or any app where you can vote. Okay, but this condition is very important, and this is applicable to unlisted one. If all the members give the consent in writing or by electronic mode, then company may conduct its annual general meeting at any place in India. But everyone has to give what? The consent, and that's difficult. If the even one member doesn't give the consent, then answer will remain as it is. So, did you understand why I'm saying that this unlisted company concept is little bit different from the first one? ठीक है बच्चा? I'm just zooming it out. अगर आपको पूरा एक बार देख लेना है तो प्लीज देख लीजिएगा इसको इस तरीके से सॉल्व करना है बोल बेटा इट्स एक्चुअली गुड क्वेश्चन और बहुत सारे लोग यहाँ पे ये पूछते हैं देखो तीन कॉन्सेप्ट आते हैं रजिस्टर्ड ऑफिस हेड ऑफिस एंड ब्रांच ऑफिस एंड थर्ड इज ऑल्सो देयर आई वुड से प्लेस टू कीप द बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स ये भी आता है योर एचओ मीन्स द प्लेस वेयर योर सेंट्रल ऑपरेशंस आर गेटिंग हैंडल्ड registered office is the official address what you have given to the government saying that if you want to communicate me give all the communications to this office. So let me tell you, registered office means the I would say office or the address what is given to the government. It may be your HO, it may not be. It is not necessary that whatever place you have selected as a registered office, you may set up or you have to set up the head office at there only. जरूरी नहीं है. So I'm एक second बता रहा. It means that registered office can be only one. Branches can be anyone. HO depends upon the management. In fact, guys, when you read the entire Companies Act, the word HO and branch is not defined. Because it has nothing to do with the company law. What it has to do with what? Management. You decide where you want to manage. So registered office का main purpose क्या होता है? Communication. Communication to that office is equal to communication to the company. Later on, company cannot say we didn't receive any notice. Why should we reply? आप उस बात को समझिए और ध्यान रखिए, भारत में if I pass, as being the authority, if I pass any judgment without issuing the notice first, that order itself is null and void. पहले नोटिस देना है, तो नोटिस कहाँ देंगे? So whatever your official address is there, that is called the registered office. So please do not get confused between registered office and HO. वो कॉन्सेप्ट ही अलग है हर तरीके से, नहीं जाना है वहाँ. Not that means you have not studied memorandum. You have not seen the memorandum. Let me tell you, Butcha. Infosys MOA. This is the practical. Let's check situation clause. Shall we? So this is the real memorandum of association of Infosys Limited. Let me come down. This is all are the certificate of incorporation. This is guys memorandum of association, and this is your situation clause. The registered office of the company will be situated at the state of Karnataka. Where is the address? Exactly. MOA doesn't contain the full particular. So it is in the records of registrar of companies. Today, if you just search about this Infosys Limited in the records, over there you will find the registered office. यहाँ पे memorandum doesn't contain it. Am I clear? As far as the registered office is concerned, you're talking about exact. You have to give the Google Maps longitude. No, no. At the time of incorporation, you may skip it, but ऐसा नहीं है. You have to give it. In fact, you have to give the evidences also. It is not like random. You cannot say I stay in JP Nagar. अरे भाई JP Nagar उसके 8 फेज पड़ते हैं, पता है ना, 1 2 3 4 5. किधर हो आप? You have to give the exact location supporting with the evidence, and those evidences must have to be certified by CA in practice. 30. That is not like you know need to. Bhai, at the time of incorporation, you have to give the particulars. After incorporation, you have to confirm that again. So you say you can incorporate company without giving address, not allowed. You have to confirm that. Confirm means you understand why it is necessary. At the time of incorporation, there is no concept of shareholder, there is no concept of directors. So at the time of incorporation, whatever address you have given, that is still not confirmed by directors. अरे बोलो. And that is why after incorporation by filing INC 22, again you have to reconfirm. And now beta, you cannot say I didn't confirm that as a director. Where is my sign? So now it is your sign. So now government can catch your collar. भाई समझ रहे हो कंफर्मेशन की पूरी बात है, ठीक है. बट आई डोंट वांट टू गो द सीए फाउंडेशन सिलेबस, ये पूरा सीए फाउंडेशन का कंसेप्ट है. ओके गाइस, इज द प्लेस ऑफ द एजीएम इज क्लियर? Place of AGM, annual general meeting is clear or not clear, Wahi? Okay, bachcha, so now we are moving towards the another point, and that's talking about the place of business for extraordinary general meeting. All right. Okay. So when I speak about here extraordinary general meeting, that is the EGM की अगर हम बात करें, again guys it has two classifications. Okay, हाँ. अच्छा ब्रेक चाहिए तथास्तु. एक काम कर बच्चा, जस्ट उसको डायग्राम पर बना देता हूँ. एक्सप्लेनेशन आई विल डू आफ्टर द ब्रेक, ठीक है. सो अगेन माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, दिस concept is actually categorized into the two parts. Write down meeting called up by, extraordinary general meeting called up by board of directors, and meeting is called by members. दैट मैंने अभी पढ़ा दिया अगर आपको पता हो तो, सेक्शन 100. अरे यस नो. So what are the provisions for the place? Whatever we are discussing, it is still place only. So guys, meeting called up by board, तो क्या होगा? And if it is called up by members, then what is the answer? Wait for that. We'll do after the break. Thank you.